Well, all right. Just got home. Sun's going down. Is this thing working? It's the Cheshire moon. So January Cheshire moons. Let me see if I can find the Cheshire moon in January history. So the meaning for Cheshire moon, it's a crescent moon. It resembles the grin of the Cheshire cat from Alice's in Wonderland. It's a visual phenomenon that occurs when the crescent moon, its illuminated arc curves upward, creating a smile-like appearance. In the spiritual context, the Cheshire moon symbolizes themes of joy, transformation, self-discovery, and encouraging individuals to connect with its energy and embrace personal growth. So, what was the last time? Oh, the wet moon. That was 2024. I have one from back then, but this is today. This is the here and now. Cheshire moon, 2026 January. Let me see if I can find that. 2026. Scene house. Cheshire moon. No. They're piggybacking. Yeah, whatever you're looking up, if you're looking up Cheshire moon for this Cheshire moon, you have to look deeper. Let me see the moon time and date. Time and date.com. Everybody just I'm going to get into this just in a little bit. But yeah, no, the Cheshire moon 2026 January, what will be 23rd? Oh, so we passed the new moon. Now we're in the Cheshire moon. I did a thing with the 2024, the 2023, the 2025 Cheshire moon. Nobody's paying attention to the January Cheshire moon. So I guess I'm the only one talking about it. I don't see it anywhere on the Bing. Let me see if I can find it anywhere else. So no, nobody's talking about it. So we're waxing. The moon is waxing gibbous. Let me see if this is even doing anything. Am I even recording? Who knows? Let me see. YouTube knows. So I gotta hit that button. So I gotta hit that button. Turn that knob. So I gotta hit that button. Let me see. So I went to court today. That's where I was going with this. I just literally I sat down after I got home, fed all my girls. All the girls are fed. So I got a moment. Got a moment. All right. I woke up this morning. So during my winter months, which is after Thanksgiving, so December, January, I have time that things get stagnant. And so I either relax, right? Or I find something else to do. Yeah, I find something else to do. All right, so my year for the last almost 30 years, February to Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day to Thanksgiving. So as soon as Valentine's Day swings around, that's when I start, doing all my stuff. And then I take a couple months where I work half days, take a day off, go do recreational things elsewhere. So the last couple 2-3 years, my elsewhere, I've been like, I have to chill my body out because I'm getting old. The body's this meat suit is getting old. So I find things more local. I'm not going crazy, going off around the world and different places and things like that. And one of the relaxing things I found in the last few years is going to court. I go into the court. I go sit in court, and it's like, I mean, it's not a very comfortable place to sit, but I don't have to go far. I can just sit and chill. And then once you get to know the people in the court, it's like high school all over again. Even though I'm old, once to get to know you a little bit, like, they don't worry so much because I'm sort of formidable. Yeah, I guess you could put it as formidable. Yeah. Yep. So maybe that's what I was leading into. My day in court. So not my day. I mean, I spent the day. I woke up early, and I thought the case here in Virginia. I'm in Virginia. This crime happened in Fairfax County. So that's where I work. So I do go there often. I check out the people and the things and what's going on. It's like, how are your neighbors? What are your neighbors doing? Right? What are your neighbors doing? So I want to see what my neighbors are doing. I mean, I'm not a busybody, but if my neighbors are, killing people, I kind of want to know. Right? No? Yes. Of course, yes. In my cat brain, it rolls around there, and my dog brain and my bird brain. I think, what are my neighbors doing? So I go check out court. Because if people are getting into trouble, if you're getting into trouble, I want to know who you are that you're getting into trouble, and so I can avoid trouble. I can avoid trouble if I know what you're doing. I can avoid you. Okay? I can avoid you. If you're hiring nannies from Brazil and they're killing people, I want to know what they're doing. And then, because I found a little bit of interest in this, it's literally in a neighborhood that I work out of often. So I got interested. So I wanted to see what the people are doing in the neighborhood that I'm working in. It's a neighborhood that I often work in. Am I going to go in there and get killed? Am I going to get shot? Am I going to get hemmed up and have to go to court and testify? My God! So I don't want to go to. I'm not going to sit in the chair and be asked a whole lot of questions by these lawyers. That's no. Just saying. So that's my interest in going there and observing. Observations. I'm growling. Yes, I am growling. I broke the spine of my book, my observation notebook. I broke the spine. I even got a pair of reader glasses. Because this one is so far out of bounds. The Commonwealth. All right. I'll start with the courtroom. So my parking ferry does not fail me. The parking ferry made sure that there was a huge place for me to drive up and park, and it was real close to the way I could get in to observe. But I wore my suspenders today. Oh, jeez. So, the last couple days I was there, I wore my vests. But it was not vest. It wasn't the vest. So I wore my suspenders. Yeah, it's let me do a little close up. my suspenders. And I mean, I've worn them every single day. I think anybody in the courtroom has seen me with my suspenders on. But for some reason, they think it's a gun belt. I'm not packing. You can, yeah. I mean, it holds my pants up. That's all. It holds my pants up. That's it. And it's very comfortable. And they're adjustable. But one of the old cops came in. I think this was the first time I did talk to him afterwards. But so when he first came in, he saw me in my suspenders and gave me the side eye. I get side-eyed by the cops. But once they talk to me for a little bit, right? After everything's all settled down and all emotions have chilled and it's all namaste. I've talked to all the cops. Any cop that has actually been in there, except for the one guarding. I don't know if I should speak at a turn, but the one guarding, the cops, they don't give me confidence. The cops guarding, what's his name? Brendan. They don't give me confidence. Just saying. But I'm empathetic. I have a very high sense of intuition. He's not a planner. I mean, he's just not a planner. He doesn't plan. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. That's the number one thing that sticks out for me. He doesn't have a plan. He's got, I mean, if he had a plan, he wouldn't hire a Brazilian nanny to come help orchestrate whatever the Commonwealth is saying that he's going to do. I'm sorry, dude. Brandon, whenever you see this, that I don't think highly of you as a strategic. He just doesn't have He doesn't have strategy on his side. He's the doer. He's just go do, right? I mean, he sees things in numbers like digits. I'm 100%. He had no forethought. I'm 100% right now. And I mean, really, the forethought that it would take to try to do your wife in, the mother of your 4-year-old daughter, who, oh my God, I feel for her so bad, because this whole thing is going to, her whole life from here on out is going to be defined by this. So she's either going to have to change her name or own it. Whatever happens from here on out, she is going to have to own it. So what is it, 2026 now? 4, 5, 6. So 2022, 2023, 2024. 7, 8, 9, 10. So by 2030, so she's going to be 2030. She's going to be a 10-year-old, somewhere around there. I mean, that's when the development really starts to happen. So 2035. By 2035, I think that's when a lot of this is going to sink in, depending on where it goes with this jury. And I'm thinking it's going to be a hung jury. I think there's going to be a second trial. I think the Commonwealth, all right, number one, I don't think the Commonwealth should have brought this case in the first place. Number two, if they do bring the case again, they should not have brought this case in the first place. There's all the detectives are gone. And the one detective that the defense brought up today, he's like, no. He was like, no, this is no good. This case is bunk. There's no good here in this case. And the Commonwealth, I don't know what it is about this lady Commonwealth lawyer. Why does she want to keep at this case? I don't know. All right. Except for the fact that he's an IRS agent. And that's the only thing I can think of. They want to hang the IRS agent. I'm okay. I mean, but you have to, if all the facts were there, yeah, to do the IRS agent, yes, to put a ligature on the IRS agent, but he's not that, he's not crafty. And they keep bungling the nanny, her last name. They bungle her name like all the time. It's like they don't even know who the nanny is. And they keep calling her an au pair. I'm thinking au jus. Every time I hear au pair, I think of beef sandwich with the dipping sauce, with the au jus. Forget about it. Oh, grr. So I'm almost halfway through my book on this one. So, all right. Another observation, a big observation. The first time I was there in court, there was like 30 people on the Commonwealth side. And there was 17 on Brendan's side. So either side of the aisle. You think of it as a wedding. You get the pews, right? The pews on the Commonwealth's, the bride's side, there was like 30 people there. Next time there was like 25. Last time there was 16, 17. This time there was 15. By the end of today, there was 15. On the groom side, think of it as a wedding, the side of the aisle with the groom, there's always been 17, consistent. And they all have better notebooks than I do. I'll tell you that. They've got better notebooks. I mean, these are note takers. These are some note takers from like old school note takers. Yeah. And they have not dropped off one bit. No. And then also on the bride side, a lot of the people that left were replaced by some form of lawyer, right? Even some junk junk lawyer came in, tried to sit down on the bride's side, and the cop, the lady cop who's in control of the courtroom, she saw the junk lawyer go sit down on the bride's side and said, "This is not where you belong." And he got up and came over and sit down over here next to me, close to me, not next to me. Yeah, so let me see where I got this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the courtroom. My notes of the courtroom. There was a... I'm not going to kiss and tell. All right. There was somebody in the courtroom. Yeah, I'm going to tattle. I'm going to tattletale. Somebody in the courtroom had their phone out. He's doing one of these numbers. He's like, I'm like, she just got done telling you that you can't have your phone out. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's nobody. There's no referee, and I'm not sure if he pointed the thing at me, but I could see the screen. So if he had his camera on, then it was pointed at me because I could see the screen. So whoever you are, motherfucker, if you do something with my image, Karma knows your address. I don't know your address, but Karma does. Just saying. Just saying. So I just every single note that I took. I had question marks. I had just so many questions. I wanted to sit there in the courtroom and say, "Not guilty, Your Honor." I had to hold. If you know me, if you know anything about me, it took every bit of restraint for me to say, "Your Honor, what the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here, Your Honor?" That they got no case. The Commonwealth. I mean, she's not in. She just wants to railroad this guy because he's an IRS agent, and I don't. I mean, if this is the one thing that they're gonna hang the IRS agent on, and this is like the only thing that they can get an IRS agent to, but the nanny from Brazil doesn't deserve this treatment. And she's not the best. I mean, saw her a couple times in the hall already. She's not the best, but she's not the worst. I don't know. I don't think she. I don't. I mean, what's the Sharon Stone movie? What's the movie with Sharon Stone where she's like a viper and she plans ahead and everything? That's not this girl. I did not get that vibe at all. Yeah, the judge, Penny. I think she caught my eye. She caught me looking at the guy in front of me. The guy in front of me with the phone, he's doing this with his phone. And I'm like, what are you doing with the phone, man? And so I did a little grunt. I was like, you know, because it's cold out. You can get away with grumbling or coughing. But I did the grumble and looked at the guy. So yeah, I was telling on him. Yeah. So of course they had IT problems. They made the witness. There was one witness that had to come up. the tall white-haired lawyer guy made his own witness come up and use his computer. It's like, can you come up here and show me how to use my computer? I'm like, really? Come on, man. Come on. These lawyers are not the best. This guy's not getting his money's worth, I'll tell you that. Oh, all right. So I was going with how the courtroom felt. So half the courtroom disappeared over the last few days. I've been a few days now. Half the courtroom on the Commonwealth left. My assumption with that, my understanding, I wouldn't, if I thought the Commonwealth had a case and I was all, you know, throw Brendan in jail, I would stick around. But they started to leave. They kept filtering out. They're like, I've heard enough. If I had heard enough and I was throw Brendan in jail, and after all this, I would have, after I heard all this, if I was throw Brendan in jail, I'm not throw Brendan in jail. Brandon, whatever his name is. But everyone on that side, I mean, they stayed. All the familiar faces, they stayed. So that's a very telling thing when you lose support. The Commonwealth lost the support of the courtroom. Just saying. Brandon, he didn't lose support of the courtroom. His cousin, they stuck around. The only reason I left, my back started to hurt. Oh, the pews. It's a church. It's a church. It's a church pew benches that are wooden, and they're sloped like this. So the only way that I was actually able to withstand sitting there, is I had to bring I brought my jacket, my leathers, and my sweatshirt. And I forgot my sweatshirt. And when I first got there today, I forgot my sweatshirt. So it was really uncomfortable. So I was just sitting on leather. But after lunch, I brought my sweatshirt back up. But by that time, my back was like, no mas. But I still, everybody else was there. All the same people. I think there was a couple different people today than there were last time. And there was another person that was old school note taker. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it there. Half hour in. Yeah. I got a lot of notes. But all right. So we're expecting a snowstorm, right? Snowmageddon. It's going to happen, and it got mentioned. It was a you could hear people saying, "Oh, the snowstorm." I could hear it. They're all worried about what's going to happen with the snow. So, being Friday, it's supposed to snow what? Saturday, Sunday, into Monday. Then it's supposed to freeze. So who knows when court's going to be back in session? Where are people going to be? It's the reality of where we are right now. It's going to snow hard, snowmageddon, snow, whoa, ice drome. So are they going to have court if it's like all iced over and ice drome? Who knows? We'll see. All right.